All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fantastic day. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our second virtual meeting of the year. This meeting is coming at the back end of an amazing RISE meeting that we had on Saturday here in Kenya, and yesterday, that is on Sunday at Uganda, and being sandwiched because we have Tanzanian RISE coming on Sunday. And the reason I'm saying this is because the guests who've been invited to this call, karibuni sana, you're most welcome, and you couldn't have come at a better time because the excitement is up there. I'm sure you've seen some videos have been shared, and we want to welcome you to tonight's session because this meeting is specifically designed for you as a guest. So I want to welcome each and every one of you wherever you're joining us from, because I'm alive to the fact that we've become a global village. Plug in, I'll be your host. My name is Alan Wanjohi. And to help me pass the blueprint to freedom, the blueprint of what Neolife is all about, is our world team member based in Pretoria, South Africa, who's been very pivotal and very instrumental in helping us pass the Neolife model across. And later on, at about 8:30 Kenya East African time, we'll get to hear from our Ruby director, Justus Muhumuza, who is in Uganda, just sharing some valuable insights as to why you as a guest should be able to join us and some of the achievements you've been able to acquire by partnering with Neolife. So without much further ado, I want to welcome our world team leader, Pascal Oloo, if you can hear me. Kindly take it away.
Yes, Alan, thank you so much. I can hear you loud and clear. I want to welcome all the guests who are here today, all our distributors. We also had our rights meeting in Johannesburg, a wonderful meeting, and the whole place was completely filled up. So we are very excited about what is going on in the business, especially this year. I think this year is going to be the best year we've ever had in Neolife. So I want to welcome all our guests, all our distributors who've been in the business, new distributors, old distributors, people who have committed themselves to build the business. Without further ado, I want to share with you what we do in our business. What is our mission in this company? What is the mission of Neolife? Neolife's mission is a very simple idea. We want to make the world a healthier and a happier place. That simply means we want the company manufactures and makes a range of products to make your life happier and healthier. But that has to start with you as an individual, because it doesn't make sense when others are healthy and happier, but you're not. So in 2024, as the year begins, I want to encourage you to really take a hard, long look at the business, take a hard, long look at your own life, and project it to the future, because the decision you make today will have a very profound difference in your life. Betty and I have been doing this business for the last 27 years, and we started the business because of a very simple reason: to make $200 extra to supplement my salary as a civil engineer. When Betty and I left Kenya to come to South Africa to work, I believed what my father used to say: go to school, get a good education, and then get a good job. I did that, went to Nairobi University, did a course in civil engineering, came to Johannesburg, did a postgraduate course in construction management, because that is a path I knew for success. But that is not the full story. So when Betty and I started, our goal was to make an extra $200. But after 7 months of very hard work, part-time, I recalled my salary. And that's when our life changed. I decided this business is going to be our future. So if you're a guest, pay attention. First, I'd like to share with you the 4 ways that people use to generate income. These are the 4 ways that most people use to feed themselves, to have a roof over their head. The first is a job. A job is when you work for somebody or an employer. After 30 days, they pay you a salary, or every 2 weeks, depending on your agreement. A job is good. At least it gives you some money to put food on the table, to have a cloth on your back, or to have a roof over your head. A job is insecure because there's a lot of internal politics, but the most significant thing about a job is this: your income is limited to what your employer is willing to pay. But the other thing is this: because of the technology and artificial intelligence, by the year 2040, 50% of all the jobs in the world will be non-existent. Why? Because employers and business people will have found more efficient ways to produce goods and services using less people and more technology. And that means a lot of people will lose their jobs. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. This is when you get money which is over and above. Sorry, self-employment simply means you borrow money, you get your life savings, you mortgage your house, whatever it is, you get money to start a business, to provide a product or a service to the public. This is good because you determine how hard you work. The challenge is this. If you're not there physically and you're self-employed, it means there's no income. If you fall sick, you want to go for holiday, you want to attend to family issues, you're unable to provide the product or a service to the public. In case you want to do this, two things must happen. One, you need to get somebody who knows what you do. Number two, somebody who is trustworthy, so that your business can actually keep providing the service or the product without losing money. There's a very simple test you need to apply to know whether you own the business or not. Go away for 30 days or 60 days. If the business collapses, you don't own the business owns you. Number three, these are big businesses. These are companies that invest huge capital, they employ a lot of people, and they provide service or products to a very large population. These are companies like Vodacom in Southern Africa, MTN, Safaricom PLC, Shoprite Checkers, Naivas supermarkets in East Africa. These are companies who invest a lot of money to build their businesses. The ordinary person in the street doesn't have this level of capital to start this kind of business. The fourth way that people use to generate income is investment. This is when you get money which is over and above what you need for your daily living, you invest in an instrument or a business or whatever it is to give you a return on your investment. Two things you need: knowledge and skill of investment. So what do most people do? Most people get somebody who is experienced in investments and they pay them a fee. So these essentially are the four ways that people used to generate. There are other ways like being an author or a musician or a sports person, but these are very highly specialized or skilled way that people use to generate income. But the question is there an ideal business? Is there a criteria you can use to say this is an ideal business for creating wealth? I think it needs to have the following criteria. Number one, you need very low capital to start. The means to start this kind of business needs to be, the threshold needs to be very low so that any person who is serious about building wealth can actually start. In our company, you need about between 60 and 100 US dollars to start a global business. The second thing is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? Because this is what people need. In the 60s or early 70s, if you take any typical product, 50% of the cost of the products was a manufacturing cost. 50% used to be distribution cost. In the 90s and beyond, because of technology, 80% of the cost of the product would be distribution costs and 20% would be manufacturing costs. What does that tell you? That there is a great opportunity for creating wealth in distribution. The third thing is you need to have a global reach. That is, you need a company that operates in many countries around the world. Our company does business in 50 countries, which has a population base of just about 1.9 billion people. So we've got a very large population to provide our product or our service to. The fourth element of the criteria that you need for creating wealth is leverage. Leverage is simply a way, you find a way to multiply the time that your business is conducted and a way to reach many more people. For example, the banks do this all the time. That's why they open branches. Retail shops do this all the time. That's why they open different stores. And so are fast food chains. Leverage is one of the secrets of very successful people. And for example, If I work 10 hours a week and I'm only paid on those 10 hours, supposing I get 10 other people who also work 10 hours, but I'm paid a very small percentage of what they do because I teach them how to grow this business. If those 10 people also get some more 10 people, that's over 110 people who are doing this business. If each person does 10 hours of work per week, that's over 1,000 hours of work per week. That's what leverage is. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable, high quality products. Why consumable and unique? Because consumable products have a repeat sale. Unique simply means you have to get it specifically from a person who is registered with this company, and high quality to create or to build trust with the customer who is using it so that they keep buying the products from you again. And then you need a business system. What is that? A business system is a series of tools, procedures, equipment that you need to use to run your business so that as the owner of the business, you don't have to be present when your business is being run. All the banks have a system. All the large food chains have a system. Every successful business around the world has specific systems that they use so that, in fact, what it does, the system replaces the owner of the business. And the last is timing. Timing is very crucial because if you start the business at the wrong time, either too early in the growth curve, it doesn't gain traction, or too late, the market has already been captured. You just need to start the business at the right time. I think our business is, the timing is correct because a number of reasons. Number one, there are very many people around the world who are looking for ways to generate extra income, especially after the COVID-19, where around 250 million people around the world lost their jobs. That means people are searching for ways to generate additional income. Okay. Now, what is this business? It's called network marketing. Network marketing is a system of distributions of goods and services where the product moves from a manufacturer to a consumer through only one middle person, a distributor like myself. Okay. Now, if you take any traditional product or whatever it is, between the manufacturer and the consumer, you get several middlemen. You have advertising, you have retailers, you have wholesalers, you have transport, you have brokers or agents, people who keep adding to the cost of the product, and who pays for it? It's a customer. So what we've done in our business, we cut out all these middlemen. So the money which is available to which should have been paid to all these middlemen is what is paid to distributors like me. This is what makes this business very, very lucrative. So no wholesalers, no retailers, no advertising. The products are explained to the customer so that the customer has ample knowledge to make a good decision. We are paid for successfully referring customers to buy products from the company. The products are researched and developed on your behalf. That means, although you're in business for yourself, you're not by yourself. Think about this. If you want to start a product and take it to the market, number one, you need to design the product. Number two, you need to get the raw material to manufacture, do quality control, have manufacturing facilities. You register the product in each market you do business. You need a group of scientists to ensure quality control. All these things has already been done for you. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because Neolife has already built infrastructure to help you grow your business. There are no qualifications required in the business except three things. Number one, desire for success. Number two, teachability. Number three, hard work. And these are the things nobody can do for you. Let me speak about desire. The word desire comes from the word sire, to desire. It's something that you need to you need to, what is the word? You need to give it birth in your heart. That is what the word desire comes from. Desire. That means you need to give birth to the dream you have in your heart. And this is what the business gives you, a platform for that to become true. Okay? Neolife was started by Jerry Brasfield at the age of 19. When he was a teenager, Jerry Brasfield had a very, very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. And when he recovered, He knew that the need for good nutrition. And that's how this company's dream was born. A desire to give people quality supplements that helps their health. But why has Neolife survived all these 65 years? In fact, now 66. 5 principles, they're called the corporate principles. Number one, absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to deal with our customers, the public, and people we deal with absolute honesty and integrity in the way we conduct our affairs. Number two, people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people, because if you don't have people, you don't have a business. Number three, products that work. Neolife was the first company to have a scientific advisory board whose job is just to do research and develop the products to the highest level in terms of science and the quality of the product. So that when the company says this product does this, it actually does, and there is scientific backing behind the claims that the company makes. The fourth is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts the business at the same level, man or woman, young or old, 18 or 81, a CEO, a salesperson, a teacher, a mechanic. Everybody starts the business at the same level. And your growth depends on how hard you work. And the last one is you need to have a long-range vision. This past weekend, we had a rice function in Johannesburg, and we had a couple. In fact, now the business is in the second generation. They have been in this business for 49 years. That should tell you about longevity and the stability of the company. So you need to have very long-range vision. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971. In East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, it went in 1996, 97. In West Africa, we went 99 and the year 2000. If you're a guest, this company has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do most people start this business? People have got so many different reasons to start the business. Some start the business because they want a better life for their child and their family. Some start the business because they want to buy good homes. Some start the business because they want to buy good cars. Some start the business because they are sick and tired of their jobs. Some start the business because they want to support their families or their old parents, whatever it is. Some start the business because they want to have holiday homes. Most people start the business because they want to make extra money. I think it's very important to know how to make money. Why? Money is not the most important thing, but I think it ranks somewhere with oxygen. It's not the most important thing, but almost everything you do requires you to have money. All right. Then some people join the business because they want to be physically fit and healthy. So people have different reasons why they start the business. You're going to join the business. You partner with a company which is more than 60 years old, operates in over 50 countries around the world, supported by the Scientific Advisory Board, a world-class team of researchers whose job is to make sure we've got the very best products in the market. We have 4 ranges of products. Which are these ranges? The first one is called Golden Home Care range. These are products that you use to clean your home, things for your kitchen, your bathroom, your carpets, your toilets, your tiles, everything in your home that requires cleaning. We have it for you. The next range of products is personal care range of products, things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, and all that stuff. And then the third is the skincare range of products. We have products to cleanse and detoxify the skin, to protect your skin from the elements, to balance, to give you moisturizing, to protect your skin from whatever it is, to nourish your skin. So you've got a whole range of skincare products. And the last range is the health supplements. This is the highest selling range of our business or our products. How does this business work? This business works when you do 3 things every day. These are called daily success habits. What are the daily success habits? or you could call it the daily method of operation, daily success habits, things you do every day to grow your business. One, use the products. Why do you need to use the products? You're supporting your own business. In any case, whether you're in this business or not, you're still going to buy soap. You're still going to buy skincare products. You're going to buy supplements. So what we suggest to you is this: shop for in your own business. And the other reason is you want to recommend people who you recommend products to want to know that you also believe in the products. Now, because Neolife it operates in over 50 countries around the world, the company devised what is called a point value system, PV. In this example, this person, you use 100 PV or point value of products in a month. 100 PV is roughly 160 or 170 US dollar in value. The second thing you do is you share the business opportunity. Sharing the business opportunity means you introduce other people to be users and promoters of the products. In this example, you've introduced 6 people, but yourself is 7. You've built a business of 700 PV, you become a manager, your income is about $45 a month. The next thing is you teach all these people. Let me say you teach the person on the top right corner to introduce 2, and those 2 introduce 2 each. They'll have built a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 gives you 1,300. You become a senior manager. Your income is about $90 a month. The next thing is you teach all these people you brought into the business to replicate what you do. 700 PV is just for demonstration purposes. It could be more, it could be less. If you have 6 people doing 700, that's 4,002, plus 100 of your own, that's 4,300. You become a director. Your income is between $580 and $700 a month. Okay? Now, not everybody is going to be a business builder. Not everybody will be interested in becoming a business owner. These are people who have become our customers, and we make a profit from them of 20%. The third thing we do every day is personal development. This simply means you take time to learn to be a better person through the support system we have, training, support, personal development. You attend seminars, conventions, read good books, listen to CDs, and you have a mentor or your sponsor who holds your hand and teaches you how to be successful in this business. If you want to be more successful, help other people to become successful also. If you help one more person become a director and you're also a director, you've built a software business, your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people become directors, you're a Ruby director, your income is about $2,000 a month. If you help 6 people become directors, your income is about $5,000 a month plus. This is what you can become if you really take the business seriously and you're willing to help other people. So at this juncture, I want to invite one of the most successful leaders in Uganda, Justus Muhumuza. Can you hear me, Justus?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Pascal.
How are you?
Very good. How are you? And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Good, good.
I'm always excited to hear your story, especially after I was told that you do almost 4,000 PV on your own.
Well, thank you for that. And
That's very, very exciting. So if you're a guest, please listen to this story with every fiber of your being because it will change your life. Justus, take it away.
wow, thank you so much, Mr. Pascal. I think being given this opportunity to share on this platform, I would want to start extending my sincere appreciation to you, Mr. Pascal and Alan, for hosting these meetings every Monday, every Thursday. You've really been a very, very instrumental to the building of our business. And I know sometimes we may not be able to meet physically, but we sincerely appreciate all the work that you do. Thank you so much. You've really been a blessing to our businesses, and our businesses are actually growing because of your input. So thank you so much. And to everyone on this call, I thank God that I have this opportunity to be able to share with you my humble story. And usually whenever I'm to share with new people, one thing that I always pray for is that may God also help them to understand the concept, to understand what we are trying to sell, the idea that we are trying to sell to them. Because if you made a decision to join us today, it could be one of the best decisions that you'll have ever made in life. My name is Muhumuza Justus, and I've been part of Neolife for some time now. I was invited by a friend who realized that I actually needed this opportunity because at that point I was a student at Makerere University, though I had registered for a dead year because my mother did not have money to keep me in school. So when this invitation came in, I had no options because with my level of education, there is no one who would ever give me a job that would actually pay me money enough to pay my school fees and other needs. Even the age itself, I was much younger because then I was only 20 years of age. And of course, no one would actually also employ someone at that age and give them good income. Well, I could get small jobs, maybe like working in a supermarket, something of that nature. But also that income would never help me to realize or to achieve any of the dreams that I actually ever desired. And like Pascal's mentioned, all our parents have always encouraged us and motivated us to study so hard, to graduate, so that we can be able to qualify to get a job. And one thing I will let you know is that I was working so hard in school. I was working so hard, being disciplined, doing a lot of research, doing a lot of studies, so that I could actually be able to graduate with good grades, look for a job, and be able to, because I was told that once you get a job, probably all your problems are resolved. So when I left school, I was so demoralized. I lost my hope. And thank God that I honored the invitation. Thank God that I bought into the idea and I found my way in Neolife. So today things have been able to change so many things, because I remember it took me about only 6 months to become a director in Neolife. A director in Neolife is someone who would earn an average of $500. $500 in my country is about 1,800,000. That is very good income in my country and even all over the part of the world. $500 is very good income. If you are going to do this pastime, I know $500 can be able to settle a lot of bills in your life. So I became a director in only 6 months. And becoming a director in 6 months, because I had a team I was working with, in my next other 6 months, I was able to raise 3 directors. And that is how I become a world team member. That is how the company starts paying me $1,000. $1,000 in my country, that's an average of 3.5 million shillings. Very good income. Very few jobs in Uganda will actually pay $1,000 every single month. Very few dollars. To even the next thing, there are some people who even have masters and will not even earn up to that. But I thank Neolife. I thank God that today we have invited you to show you a way, to show you a business that you can do in your free time. You can do part-time, an average of 2 to 3 hours daily, or an average of 6 to 10 hours weekly, that you can actually also get started. We show you the way, we mentor you, we equip you with all the skills that you need to build a part-time business. And within 12 to 24 months, if you are very serious, you can have that kind of business called world team business that will pay you an average of $1,000. And what can you do with $1,000? A lot of things. That is how I went back to school, so that I can be able to pay my, I went back to school and started paying my own school fees. That is how, when we lost our dad at home, with $1,000 coming in every single month, that is how I was able to start giving support to my own family. Today, if there is any family that has greatly benefited from Neolife, it is my family, my brothers, my sisters. Today, we have doctors in the family, we have engineers, we have pharmacists, and thank God, because of Neolife, that we've been able to get these achievements. So Neolife is a very, very good business that I do believe every single person on this call, if you're a guest, I pray that you buy into this concept. I pray that you understand what we are trying to sell to you. And even if you may not be able to understand it the first time, just take that step of faith. Register with us. Let us work with you. Let us support you, so that, who knows, maybe 2, 3, 5 years from now, you will even be sharing much better, inspiring testimonies than us. You know, when I was getting started in this business, my goal was to only find money out of Neolife, educate myself, and then continue on with my dream. Study so hard, graduate, and get a job. But then by the time I finished school, I made a sharp decision that Neolife was the opportunity. Neolife was the kind of business that I was going to do for the rest of my life. And there are quite a number of reasons as to why I came to conclusion. I came to that decision. One of the decisions that I made about doing Neolife for the rest of my life, one of the decisions was about freedom. Freedom. You know, you could be having even a better job or a business out there, but then freedom is very, very important. I love the fact that Neolife gives me the freedom of time. You know, we are in January, December. I was telling one of my downlines, Dennis Tomushabi, that I am actually trying to apply Pascal's principle. Pascal always says, if you cannot go away from your business for 1 to 3 months, and then it keeps on growing and keeps on giving you income, then you don't own a business, the business owns you. I love the fact that I tried to practice that. And I'm telling you, without any questions of anyone asking me where I am, why do you come to office very late? Why are you not here? And I just realized how beautiful this business is. That even tomorrow I can wake up and say, tomorrow, I don't feel like going to office because there's too much jam. I can make a decision to remain at home and say, I am going to work from home. Now, you don't get that at your job. You don't get that anywhere. You don't get that. But I love the fact that Neolife has given me that freedom. The freedom of being my own boss. My goodness. That is a very good feeling. Being your own boss, having the opportunity to make your own decisions, having your own opportunity to say, okay, I think I've been earning an average of 7.5 million shillings every single month. I am now tired of this. I think I want to make more money, which is actually a decision that I've taken this year. I told myself, you know what? The Neolife has been paying me an average of 9.5 million shillings, which is about $2,500 a month. And I said, you know what? This is my year to rise and shine. I want Neolife to start paying me an average of $3,000 every single month. And I'm telling you, because I am my own boss. There's no one who is going to ask me, so why do you want more money? No, I am my own boss. I make my own decisions. Be a teacher, or be a deputy, walk into your headmaster's office, or be a bank teller, walk into your bank manager's office and tell them, you know what, boss, you've been paying me $500 effective this month. I need you to pay me $2,000. Try it out at your job. Try it out. You will see the outcomes. You may not love the outcomes, but I love Neolife. I love the fact that Neolife gives me that opportunity. I have the freedom of income. You know, I can say this month I want to earn an extra 3 million shillings out of profit. That is the freedom that I have. All I have to do is go back to the drawing table and I reorganize myself and I achieve that. You know, the freedom of choice. All that, I love that about Neolife. So I love the fact that Neolife gives me the freedom to do anything that I want, anytime that I want. I can even decide to give myself a holiday for the next 2 months. And no one is going to question me. No one. Because I am my own boss and Neolife gives me that freedom. Who doesn't want freedom? Everyone wants freedom. The freedom of waking up and you find it is raining and be like, okay, I will leave my home when it stops raining. That is freedom. That's what everybody's looking for. But trust me, if you're employed or if you're have a shop and you said, okay, it's raining, but your boss is not going to understand that. You have to find your way, walk through the rain and find yourself to office. But Neolife gives me that freedom. The other reason as to why I made a decision to be part of Neolife is the income, the money. Guys, you know, I love it when Pascal says that money is not the most important thing on earth, but it ranks somewhere with oxygen. Now, that's a very heavy statement. We need money. Everyone needs money. Charlie Burton says 95% of Africa's problem is money. You can get started in this business. We can show you how you can make the money. I love the fact that Neolife gives us 2 options of making money. You know, when I was joining the business, they were talking about how, you know, here statements like profits are better than wages. Let me tell you today, I have built a profit system that every single day, I walk away with an average of 100,000 to 200,000. Every single day, 100,000 to 200,000. That's about an average of $50 every single day. I have built a system that gives me that profit. And there are even some good days that I will even walk away with a profit of about $500, $200 a day. Profits are better than wages. Now that's good income. That I don't have to wait at the end of the month to get a commission. No. Sometimes actually, there are actually times whereby it's a good month and because of the profit streams I've been able to build, I make a lot of profit. The commission comes and I'm looking at my commission and I'm like, so what do I do with this? Okay, let it stay on my account. So profits, very good source of income. The commissions, I love the fact that my commission has no cap. You know, in the outside world, in the employment world, there is a cap on how much you can earn. But Neolife has no cap. In fact, I have made a plan. In the next 2 to 5 years, I want to be earning an average of 30 to 50 million shillings every single month. 30 to 50 million shillings. We are talking about an average of $10,000 to $15,000 every single month. And why do I say this? I say this with confidence because I've seen fellow distributors who will earn up to 100,000. I mean, we were in Istanbul in Turkey in the month of May last year. And I saw a gentleman being handed over a commission of 220,000 US dollars. In my country, that's about 840 million shillings. And you know, after sharing, taking pictures with him, he told me, bro, it is possible. You can also do it. And I took that personal. I took it personal, the fact that someone told me it is possible, you can only also earn $200,000. One day I was like you, I made a decision, and now I am where I am. Now that is the freedom I'm talking about. The freedom that I can make a decision and say, you know what, 2 to 5 years from now, I want to be earning an average of 10,000 to 1 to 15,000 US dollars. That one day I can earn 200,000 US dollars. That is the freedom we're talking about. That is the freedom. That is the freedom. Do you want freedom? You will find it in your life. The other reason as to why I made a sharp decision to stick with Neolife and do Neolife for the rest of my life was the fact that, you know, out there you can make a lot of money, but also what you become in the process of making the money, it really matters a lot. It really matters a lot. What you become in the process of making the money. I love the fact that in Neolife we make the money, but also what we become in process of making the money, it also matters a lot. The personal growth and personal development, the association, the friends that you're able to collect. Now that means a lot to me. And that is why, because Neolife has helped me to become way much better than I started. And every single day I am growing. I'm becoming a better person. I'm becoming a better leader. I'm becoming a better entrepreneur. I am growing in skill, growing in experience, simply because of Neolife, because of the systems, the training system that Neolife has offered. You will also get that as a distributor. If you join us today, you can also be able to get that benefit. The other benefit that I have loved out of Neolife is the hope of living the dream. The hope of living the dream. You know, all of us when we were young, we have quite a number of big dreams, very big dreams. We want to travel. We want to drive big, beautiful cars. We want to build a posh homes. We want to give our families the best. But what happens as we age? Our dreams keep on dying. Our dreams keep on dying because of the circumstances, because of lack of opportunities, because of lack of money, because of being underpaid, you know? But I love the fact that when I look at other friends of mine in the business, earning 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 US dollars, 100,000, it gives me the
Hi, Justus, can you hear me? Hello, Justus. I think we have lost
Pascal,
Justus.
I think we've lost him.
Yeah.
Hi, Pascal, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I think we've lost him. Maybe
Yeah,
he's going on
ladies and
Twitter.
gentlemen, our apologies. Just I think there's a technical hitch between where we are and Justus. When he comes back, he will continue with his story. And just to say that all those guests who are here today, what Justus has done, anybody who is serious about this business can do. And that because of the system we have, because of the training, because of the support that we have. One of the things the company has done to make the business very efficient is to take advantage of technology. If you want to order products, you can order them online. If you want to register new distributors, you can do it online. Once you register as with the company creates for you a back office where you can monitor and manage your business. Training is done locally, internationally, online services. I mean, I've been checking the screens, the people from various countries around the world. We've got people from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria. We've got people from the US. We've got people in Botswana, in Lesotho, people from different countries. Because of technology, we're able to do the business in various jurisdictions. Delivery of products. Every market that the company does business, they contract local courier companies to deliver products to our customers and our distributors. Payment is by online services or mobile money, either payment for the products or payment of bonuses and commissions to the distributors. One of the things the company has done is to partner with some of the best sports people around the globe. This is the South African rugby team. They were the champions the end of last year, and 4 years ago they were the world champions because they used the very best products in the world. Kat Arance, Willy Leroux, these are some of the best rugby players around the globe because they are using some of the best products. Conventions. This is a convention which was done in Dar es Salaam, East Africa on the 28th of October. This was the one in Pretoria on the 14th of October. People from different areas in the Southern African region. In East Africa was in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and people from around that region. How do you get started in our business? Speak to the person who invited you. They will give you an application form to fill. In Botswana, you need between 670 and 1350 pula. South Africa, 870 to 1880. In Kenya, 8,700 or 11,000 shillings. Nigeria is 32,000 or 40,000 naira. In Tanzania, 159,000 or 201,000 Tanzania shillings. Uganda is 238 or 295,000 Uganda shillings. USA, $75. Togo, 45,300 or 60,300 francs CFA. Italy, 64 euros. Ghana is 700 or 1,130 Ghanaian cedis. Cameroon is 56,000 or 68,000 francs CFA. So this is what you need to be able to start your business. Power of leverage. This is a very, very useful principle in success in life. If you are given $1 million or you're given 1 cent doubled every day for 31 days, most people would easily choose $1 million. But if you double 1 cent every day for 31 days, you get $10.737 million. That's the power of leverage. So if you're a guest, remember, success begins with a decision. If Justus did not decide to join this business, he wouldn't be here today sharing his wonderful story with us. So make a decision. Once you've made a decision, know what you want. What is your dream? What is your goal? What is it that you want to achieve that you've not been able to before? Number 2, find out what you need to learn. Be teachable. What you need to do and what you need to know. Okay. Number 3, just sheer hard work, discipline, guts, persistence. You need to have a daily method of operation. That is a series of things you do every day without fail, whether you feel like it or not, because that's where success comes. Success comes from consistency and persistence in doing simple things every day. And then belief in yourself, belief in your sponsor, the person who invited you to join the business and is holding your hand, and the company Neolife. If you have these things going for you, success is yours. What is next for you? Make a decision. This is the first day of the rest of your life. If you make a good decision, the person who invited you will hold your hand, will teach you how to become successful. The only thing that will stop you from becoming successful is the person you see in the mirror every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you very much for sharing this evening with us. Alan, we really appreciate you hosting our meeting today. And Justus, if you're listening, thank you very much for your wonderful story. It's really exciting to hear that all the goals you've set for the business to go to the next level. Thank you. Good night and God bless.